Our next comedian, ladies and gentlemen, this is the gentleman that told me, hey, I know this place called Weiner Brewery. It's an hour away from your house, but it'll be worth the drive. And for me, it was definitely worth the drive. So I really got to thank this very funny man. Please give it up for my friend and yours, Mr. Jason Whoa, everybody!
Thank you, John. Thank you, Wiener Dog. Thank you for having a dog tonight as our mascot. We have the actual mascot, the Wiener Dog, tonight. See, you looked at me, I speak Wiener. I don't normally tell people that. I normally speak vagina, but tonight I spoke some Wiener. Anyway, so my name is Jason. I don't normally tell people that because they sometimes go, you were born on Friday the 13th too, and go, should I be your friend or should I run? No, I'm not going to kill anybody. Maybe. I don't know. But my parents decided, to fuck me right from the beginning and name me Jason. Why not? It was worse than the English people that kidnapped me when I was 12. I realized why I did comedy the other day. This is just a joke for you. Yeah, I was kidnapped by English people when I was 12, a bunch of blokes. And all they fed me for a week was Newcastle Brown Ale. Nobody else will understand that joke. Oh, somebody did, but I figured he'd be the only one that understood that. So, I'm originally from Philadelphia, and I've been living down here in Florida a long time now. And I realized that I'm not really a Philadelphian anymore. That after living down here in Florida long enough, that I consider myself a Floridian. And I realized this because down here in Florida, we eat alligator. Fuck, I love me some alligator. So I guess that makes me a Floridian. And I realized that because I won't eat ass, but I will eat some alligator. So, let's see what else I got. I gotta get off this notebook one of these days. It sucks to do that. I'm still a little new at this. So, I was talking to my mom the other day, and my mom is getting a little old, and I realized that she got her space bags and her freezer bags confused. And I realized this because I went in her freezer, and all of a sudden I'm like, Mom, why do you have a sweater in your freezer? That doesn't belong in there. And the next thing I know, I go in her bedroom, and I'm like, what's this? It smells weird. I'm like, looking at her bed, and I'm like, Mom, you got a turkey underneath your bed. You're not supposed to have that there. Especially because my mom's a vegetarian. I was like, you need to figure out your space bags and your freezer bags. Kind of scared to look in her freaking extra freezer in the garage, let alone her attic these days. But I thought it was quite interesting how the other comedian that was Jewish and white called the Spanish guy brother because he's with a black girl. I just don't understand that. You a brother? You're not a brother. But hey, works, right, Miguel? Bro. That was a great response. I was not expecting that. True, yeah, thank you. Glad to see you guys out today. So the other day I was craving some shepherd's pie, and I realized I'm a decent cook. I like to cook, but I don't own any sheep. So now I own a flock of fucking sheep, but I'm still pretty fucking hungry. So this OnlyFans thing with these girls these days, I feel like it's starting to get out of hand. Some of the things that these girls are noticing. And they had the other day on Instagram, this girl noticed that when she's doing DoorDash and Uber Eats, that you know how if you're not home, you have to take a picture of the food next to the door. Well, she realized that if she's wearing open-toed shoes and she takes the picture next to the food at the front door, she gets better tips. I was like, damn girl, that's pretty smart. Well, all I gotta say is tomorrow I'm about to go DoorDash some more and book myself a pedicure and I'm gonna go buy myself some flip-flops. We'll see what happens. I was watching a TV the other day and I saw this new car commercial. And the new car commercial, it said that it fit 6 full-size passengers. I'm like, I'm a full-size guy. What exactly is a full-size I'm like, do we have half-size passengers? Do we have fun-size passengers? I'm like, we can have fun-size passengers, right? I'm like, if it's 6 full-size passengers, does that mean that if you know 12 midgets, we could get 12 midgets in there? Does anybody actually know 12 midgets? I don't even know 2. So, over here on State Road 7, if you live here in Miami, there's this building right off of State Road 7 and 20th. It's right there. It says, "I see myself in you." Has anybody ever seen that building down here?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
It's on giant neon letters. It literally says, "I see myself in you." And it's there, bright neon letters at night on the side of the building. And there's no other branding on the building. And every time I pass it, I'm like, what in the world is this building? Like, why does it just say, "I see myself in you"? I'm like, is this the Women's Rape Council Center or something? I'm like, what is this? It's kind of like the other day I went to the animal shelter and I wanted to get a dog. And I was like, let me pick out a dog and let me see. Not a wiener dog, it's probably trained real well, but I was like, let me see. Is there a dog in here that's not going to shit on the floor, that I'm not going to have to clean up after, that I won't have to maybe walk all the time, that, I don't know, at least somewhat housebroken. I was like, maybe I'll hold off on getting a dog for right now. Maybe not a great idea. So I get back in my car, I leave, pull out of the parking lot. As I pull out of the parking lot, I make a left, and what's there? The women's shelter. I was like, the dog shelter, animal shelter, women's shelter, maybe I'll go in here and I can find myself a woman like a dog. Is she gonna shit on my floor? Maybe she won't clean up after me. Is she housebroken? I don't know. So, needless to say, I didn't pick up a woman there either. Living here in Miami, I realized that Jesus can go both ways. When I say both ways, I don't mean gay or straight. I know that's normally Miami for you, right? But I'm more talking about the pronunciation. And when I mean the pronunciation, if it's all holy, beautiful, robes, died on the cross, literally nailed it, that's Jesus. If it shows up 6 hours late with jeans, smells like weed, carrying a 6-pack of Modelo, that's Jesus. If it walked on water, that's Jesus. If all of a sudden you hear something walking on your roof at 3 a.m. naked going, "Where's my weed?" That's Jesus. If you walk in your house and your grandmother's crying, sitting in her lazy boy, and she's crying, clutching her pearls, she's praying to Jesus. It's all of a sudden you walk in your house and you hear your girlfriend screaming somebody else's name. Miguel, what's she screaming? Jesus. You gonna scream Jesus later? I hope not. Miguel said. But anyway, my last joke real quick, guys. John's giving me the light. Besides these horrible traffic that they were talking about before, you guys seen these arches down here in Miami that they're building, the new Miami arches? Well, they're trying to emulate the St. Louis arches. Well, what are the St. Louis arches? We're the gateway to the West, right? Well, what is this going to be? The gateway to Cocaineville? I mean, really? And then not only that, I looked up the architect to this, right? I swear I could not make this up. They're arches, right? You know what the name of the architect is? Donald McDonald. I can't make this shit up, people. So Miami not only is getting Miami McDonald arches, they're getting Miami gateway to the Cocaineville. So on that note, all I gotta say is ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm snorting it. Thank you guys. Have a nice night. Thank you for your dog and thank you for my son.
Jason, whoa, everybody, give it up for him.